In this video, I'm going to be discussing the text layer options in the Layout Designer for Easy Composites. There's 4 options. The first option is the text layers for first and last name. This will create your layout with the first name on top, last name on bottom. The next option is for full name. This is going to put the full name in one text layer. The next option is full name and text. So when you build the composite, it'll put the full name on the first text layer, and then you can have an additional text item in your data file that will put an additional item below the name. And the last option is for no text. So with any of these options, it's going to change the aspect ratio of the entire footprint. For example, like if you've got 2 text items, it's going to be taller than if you have no text items. So you may need to adjust the number of images per row or the number of rows to make the layout look as you want it. So for example, in this layout, we've got no text items and we've got 5 rows of 8, but with the first and the last name, we've got 4 rows of 8, and that gives us similar spacing because these names are taking up some vertical space. Now, when you design your template, it's best to design the template to use the proper text items that you know you'll need, because it's much more difficult to tweak the templates after you've designed them. However, for the case where you build a template with names, if you build a composite with that template and you don't have data for the names, what it will do when it builds the composite is it will hide the text items that you don't have data for. So if you build a composite that has names and you run it for a group of images that you don't have name data for, it's still going to work and it will hide all of these text layers. However, you're going to end up with this empty space here and it might not really look very well. So if you're wanting to build composites that don't have names, just know that when you build the composite, it's not going to change the layout when it builds it. It's not going to move images around or rescale them up. So it's best to create your layout without names if you know you're not going to be using them. That way you can create the spacing like you want it.